My name is Daniel Dunlap, and this is my reflection for Chapter 3 of Justice, What's the Right Thing to Do? So we had a Part A and Part B, and I'm going to start with Part A. Part A, which was Libertarianism as a Theory of Permissible Taxation and Government Programs. So first, libertarianism states that you should only be taxed or give money to the government at your own consent, that we shouldn't be taxed over the things we don't use. For example, like my professor said, he shouldn't be taxed on toll roads because he doesn't use them. Or our tax money shouldn't go to government programs that don't benefit us, unless, obviously, we voluntarily give our money to that program. The example used by my professor is LeBron James, and LeBron James makes so much money, because obviously of his immense talent and hard work, and he's probably the hardest working athlete and deserves every penny he makes. So, libertarianism says he deserves every penny, and only he can decide what to be taxed on or where his money goes. One of the criticisms is that we don't deserve 100% of our earnings due to the fact that, it's a factor of many things, that we don't have control over that makes us, either win a lot of money or, be more fortunate in life, stuff like that. Like, some of it is due to luck. Maybe being at the right place and at the right time, or like my professor said, being born in an educated and wealthy family, which gives you a big chance of being successful. So because of this, we don't deserve to keep 100%, what we made. And so the government can do what they think is best for everyone with the money they, tax from the population. Like, for example, help those who are truly in need and those who are less fortunate. Another criticism for this argument is that the government provides services to our benefit, like national security, that a lot of times, go unnoticed by some or taken for granted by others. The government is providing security for the population, and the only way to keep it up, is to tax those, and specifically those who are being protected, or the American people. Without the taxpayer money, there wouldn't be any funds for these types of government services. Another example are public schools. Without taxation, there wouldn't be any public schools. So that's how they pay teacher salaries and so on. Part B was libertarianism as a theory of permissible government restrictions on personal liberty. Libertarianism states that we can do whatever we want with our lives as long as we are rational people, rational adults. Basically, what it's saying is, we are all adults here, and we're autonomous over our own lives, and the decisions that we make impact our lives, so we should be able to make whatever decision we feel is best for us. Or if someone wanted to hire a prostitute, then he or she can make that decision. It's up to the individual. It is our life, and we can do as we please. The criticism for this is that the choices that we make on a daily basis do indeed impact others. For example, if a very popular athlete who is looked upon, by many teenagers and kids decided to become a drug addict all of a sudden, then that would have a profound effect on those who look up to him, since he is their role model. They would think that, being drug addicts or doing drugs are now the new thing and are cool, because their role model or the person they idolize is doing it, so they want to, do as such. A lot of people, wear certain clothes or cut their hair in a certain way because of the people they look up to. So obviously, if their role model adopted a new hobby like, being a drug addict, then maybe a lot of them would follow suit, which, wouldn't be a good thing. All in all, we are not the only ones being impacted, by our decisions. In fact, we are impacting people every day with the decisions that we make. In my opinion, none of the libertarianism arguments work because the criticisms, which I talked about in my reflection, completely outweigh the arguments made, by all the libertarians. Thank you.